knock, open up the door. It's Will.
So I think I said this in my best of list already, but guys, we made it. We are in 2017, and this is my first review of 2017. Hopefully, I'm going to bring a lot better content to you. You guys will give me a lot better feedback and comments and likes and more subscribers. But I actually saw a decent movie to kick off January, and it was Hidden Figures, guys. Hidden Figures, for those of you who don't know, is the new movie starring Taraji P. Henson. I hope I got that right. Octavia Spencer, and a bunch of other notable African-American female and male actors who were actually engineers with the NASA program. And this movie actually has a lot of heart and a lot of like good moments in here. There's always a movie like this that comes out near award season or near December, and some of them look kind of cheesy, but this one actually interests me. I'm a big math nerd, for those of you who don't know. I think I was always at least in the highest math class or in the second highest math class that I could take in all my years of high school. So seeing some of the stuff, like I was like, oh wait, I kind of know. I was like looking at some of the math formulas she was doing. I was like, I don't completely know that, but I know what she's doing. I'm like, oh, like that's actually interesting. Like it was actually cool to see this actress Taraji P. Henson as the engineer, like just doing some of that stuff. This movie also stars Kevin Costner, Jim Parsons, and the guy I forget his name, but he's Chad Radwell in Scream Queens. When I saw him, I was like, what? He's in this, and he was really likable. He plays John Glenn. But I don't want to take away from the wonderful women we got here too. As Kirsten Dunst here as well, and everyone like has a really good moment here. It almost kind of reminds me of Remember the Titans, but with science and NASA, and just seeing all the struggles these women had to go through to get like the jobs they wanted. I forget the one character's name, but there's this one who wants to be like the first engineer woman in NASA, and there's a lot of like hoops and barriers she has to go through, and she finally gets it. Like she walks out of the court, she's like, yeah, she's excited. Like even I was like, yeah, I'm excited too for you. You go, girl. And even at the end of this movie, the whole audience was clapping. I'm usually not a big fan of that, but like the fact that it brought like a whole audience in my theater to clap to that, like I gotta say, this movie's pretty moving if it can do that. Taraji P. Henson, the only thing I know about her is that she plays Cookie in Empire, and every time I see a preview for that show, it looks ridiculous, and she looks like she's just hamming it up. It essentially looks like if the 66 Batman villains had their own like show, and it looks really ridiculous, and I'm glad to see her in this. I wouldn't be surprised if we see her get cast in Black Panther or a Black Panther sequel, just because of how awesome of an actress she is. Octavia Spencer, what do I need to say about her? She's wonderful. She's always in movies like this, and that's not a bad thing. Don't take that as a negative. I really like her. She's always like kind of sassy. Like she plays that role brilliantly, and even her, like she has a moment to shine. Like she wants to become a supervisor in this movie, and Kirsten Dunst is like, oh, it's not my call. It's NASA's. I can't do it. And I probably sound really stupid and stereotypical Southern there, but that's how she sounded, unfortunately. And at one point, she teaches herself how to do like these IBM computers, and she's teaching all of the girls around her that she knows will probably get fired if they don't learn this. And they all learn how to do it. And she's like, hey, like you and your ladies actually learned stuff. Like you guys got the job, and you're a supervisor. Like just, I'm sorry I'm spoiling a lot of the movie here, but like there's a lot of good, heartfelt, good moments. And this is a good movie that I watched here in 2017 to kick things off. I know this movie had a limited release in 2016 to probably be notable for nominations for the Oscars, but if it doesn't win at least something, like at least for like one of the best supporting actresses or best actresses here, that's a damn travesty because all these women were awesome and brilliant. I haven't seen everything, but this is a great kickoff to 2017. And even Kevin Costner and Jim Parsons. Jim Parsons is very unlikable. It's hard not to see him as Sheldon. It's kind of funny seeing him in another engineering role, essentially playing Sheldon. There's even one part where he has like pants really high up. I'm going like, oh my god, like that's such a Sheldon or like an Urkel thing going on here. I'm going like, what are you doing, man? He's a real asshole in this. Very unlikable, unfortunately. Kevin Costner, he's actually pretty brilliant. Like Kevin Costner definitely probably gets a bad rap for some of the movies he takes, but I'm glad he picked up the script for this because he was great as well. She did after Taraji P. Henson's character did the math for one of the problems. He brought her into a meeting, and he was like, "Oh, are you a spy?" And she's like, "Excuse me, like, are you a Russian spy?" And she's like, "No, that's good enough for me. You're on the program now." I'm like going like, this guy is straight to business. Like he wants to win the space race. I also brought up the guy who played Chad Radwell from Scream Queens. He plays John Glenn in this. He is extremely likable, and I'm glad he did this besides Scream Queens because he plays like a total douche. He pretty much plays the roles Chris Evans played back in the late 90s, early 2000s. If the DC Cinematic Universe has to get reset again, maybe he could be Barry Allen, maybe he could be Hal Jordan. I don't know. He could play so many superheroes. And if he wants to like maybe go back to the douche route, maybe he could be Booster Gold in the Greg Berlanti movie that they're talking about doing. Just there's so many roles that this guy could play, and he was brilliant here. Like he's also a star to look out for as well. And this movie is really awesome. I really liked it. And guys, I gotta say, Hidden Figures gets a 5 out of 5. I'm really glad to kick 2017 off with a positive movie with all the other crappy releases we're going to get this year. But what do you guys think? Is there anything I missed in Hidden Figures? Let me know in the comments below. And what's your favorite movie like this, guys? Like, what's your favorite historical movie that like we see another angle that we never would see before? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, guys, when there's a will, there's a way. Thanks for watching. Check 1 2.